Okay, we are live, so let me just share this out on Twitter and get the pop-up chat out so we can see it. And let's go to live. Okay, everybody. So we're here for the last of it. Spidey and 2000 Spider-Man stuff and 2099 stuff. So I guess we'll go with one shots and okay, so Clone Saga is a one shot. Jackal Files is a one shot. And miniseries. Let's get all of 3, 2, 1, 4. Venom. We got a few Venom miniseries. Four, 3, 2, 1. Spider-Man Redemption 1 and 2. Ricochet is Spidey one shot. Prodigy spot shot 1, 2, 3, 4. Dusk is another fun one. Hey Chad, how are you? We are starting the last of the Marvel, which is basically all my Spider-Man titles and all my 2099 titles. I think there was more to this, one of 4 I got, but so I don't have all of those. Oh, and Spider-Man 2099 meets Spider-Man 2000. That's a one shot. Sort of ties these two together. Holiday Spider-Man Holiday Spectacular from 1995. I don't know who did it. So I'm just, and then Spider-Man Redemption. I've got 2 issues. I'm not sure whether it was a miniseries or not. I think it was. Okay, so, and this is another Venom miniseries. I've got 2 of those. Here's the other one. This is with Ben Reilly Spider-Man. So that is all of Spider-Man miniseries. Let's see, short-lived series. Green Goblin. 3, 12, 13. This is Ben Urich's nephew or something is the Green Goblin. I've got more. This is about the only one I have of this. Untold Tales of Spider-Man. Web of Spider-Man. Is this all? Oh, this is Web and Unlimited. So 118, 126, 101, 102, 103, 119. And that is all of Web of Spider-Man that I have. And Spidey Unlimited. The first one in the series of story arc Maximum Carnage. So we got 1, 2, We skip a few to 11, and 12, 13, 16, and 18. So those are already in order. Doom. Yeah, I've got Doom 2099. This is Scarlet Spider stuff. They only had like 2 issues, I think, of each. So Scarlet Spider 1 and 2. Scarlet Spider Unlimited, there was only 1. Web of Scarlet Spider 1 and, oh no, this has 4. Is that where he becomes Iron Man? No, he doesn't become Iron Man in that. In a sense, yes. In a sense, no. That's from like the 90s. 1 and 2 for Spectacular Spider. What's that web of? No. Amazing Scarlet Spider 1 and 2. I don't think he became Iron Man till like the 1000s or something like that. I don't even remember that arc. So 1 and 4 for Web of Scarlet Spider. So I'm missing 2 and 3 in that one. Okay, this is sensational. Okay. So the next smallest pile here just says Spider-Man. So that's 74, 37, 52, 65, 63, 64, 57, 53, 54, 23, 33, 35, 36. I do think I had some Marvel Zombies at one point, but a bunch of my comics got ruined different ways. I think I should have more than this, but I think I'm missing a bunch. I don't know what happened to them, probably in my move a couple years ago. I'll get stuff back eventually, hopefully. 72, 73, 67, 'Either that or I read it confusing my mind. Well, I own it digitally, but not just getting this because some of these, they don't make these numbers easy to read. Yeah, that's 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, and then we have 72, show some cover art. Okay. Okay, give me a sec. I will go through all the Spidey ones that I have here and show you cover art. I thought you could see it, but my bad. Okay, so. Okay, something seems to be frozen. Definitely frozen. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, let's. Okay, my web laptop cam seems to be frozen. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so I'm going to take this out. Add video capture device. Webcam. Okay. To screen. Hey, Mrs. Dillard. Okay. My on OBS it became frozen, so I didn't know what you guys were seeing or weren't seeing. Okay, so I'm gonna tilt this down. Come on. Okay. Now I can see hopefully see what you see. Or you see what I see. Okay, this is from Revenge of the Sinister Six, Spider-Man, number 23. The Punisher stalks Spider-Man, number 33. Part 4 of Maximum Carnage. Is this good for you, Chad? Seeing these picks? Part 8. And it was a 14-part series. Part 12. This is 52. Venom versus the Scarlet Spider. And that's part 2 of 4. And this will be part 4 of 4, probably. Seeing as the fall of Venom. And hello, Mrs. Diller. I think I said it, but 54. Scarlet Spider, Web of Life. In the Shadow of Cain. Peter Parker is locked behind bars. Shall we set him free? Okay. Doors open. Go free, Mr. Parker. Oh. This one here is a giant-sized flip book. On the other side, voila! Another comic. This is in the Shadow of Cain, 54. So you can get 2 comics in one. Where they made Doc Ock a woman. Completely different character. Lady Octopus. Lady Ock. Taking on the Scarlet Spider and your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And we have the return of Spider-Man. Where Ben Reilly takes over as the Webhead. Comment if you want on any of these or what something I'm saying or whatever. The Return of Cain, Part 4. Look at this. Carnage is about to get Spider-Man, the Web of Carnage. Yes, Carnage actually overtook Ben Reilly's Spider-Man. Hobgoblin. Spider's Prey. I guess the Hobgoblin will become prey. So, showed you a bunch of those. Who is the new crime law? New York Kingpin's been taken down. Matters of life and death. The Road to Onslaught. I think that's Ezekiel, Spidey, and Daredevil. Okay, next smallest pile is Peter Parker, Spider-Man. I'm going to move some of this stuff back so you guys can see. Okay, so this is a flashback issue, so it doesn't really have a number. Well, it does, 1. But it goes in the middle of the story somewhere. I probably should have put it at the beginning of the pile, any of the flashbacks. So we got 94 here, 93. We got a cover of 81, which hopefully we will be able to find. I might have it in a pile of stuff that I don't know what it is. 89. 90. 92. Hey, fire! Not much, just sorting my Spider-Man and my 2099 stuff. Right now we're going, like my various Spider-Man titles, into putting them into chronological order. This is Peter Parker Spider-Man, the title. Peter Parker Spider-Man. 98. 95. 96. 80. 78. 84. 'Spider-Man versus the Juggernaut. Yeah, no problem. 83. Spider-Man with vertigo. Not a good thing when you're swinging around. 82. Friends of Humanity. No friends of mine. I think those guys are the guys again. Okay. You know, the mutants. They ain't friends of mutants. Or friends of humanity. 75. The 75th issue. 81. 87. 88. So that's 86. 85. And this is an annual. Oh, can you believe it? I don't have 99 or 100. You just finished your laundry? Cool. Well, I do have 91, but I don't have it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. So we'll put the annual, the 97 annual, at the beginning of it all. And then we'll also put the flashback issue there too. Give me a sec. The cover says, "The Juggernaut hits New York, and Spidey's gonna wish he was in Chicago." But we'll open it and see what happens. For you. I'm not gonna read it, but... Excuse me, Mr. Juggernaut. You looking for this? Thanks. Now get out of my face, kid. You've been a real pain. Hey, Juggernaut. What now? I hope your friend gets better. Yeah, me too. I think he was about to get squished. When the kid comes in with this sword or something like that. cross. I'm not sure what you'd call it. Gives it to him, and then, you know, Spider-Man is it. So, we can take a better look at it at some point if you want. If we remember. Okay, so I'm going to put the pile that I've put together thus far in the bin that I'm using for this. I've had to switch to another bin. I knew I wasn't going to have enough space for Spider-Man and 2099 stuff in the other bin for Marvel, so basically Marvel's going to take up probably a bin and a half. I forgot to bring my pillow in tonight. Okay, so up next we got Spectacular, then Sensational, then Amazing. We're going to go in that order. Was Spidey frozen like Cap? What do you mean? In time? No, it's something that happened in like 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Time might have stood still for the people involved, but it wasn't that long. So 260, 261, 260, 261, 262, 263, what is this? Oh, how is he in the year 2099? Oh, it's a completely different character. It's not Peter Parker, it's Michael O'Hare. $230. 30 or 50. Yeah, that's cool. 236, 237. Let's see. Punisher's a different character for that. X-Men are all different. Ghost Rider's different. Doom's the same. Fantastic Four are the same. That's about it. Well, their Cap's the same too. 243, 234. Which they really got uninspired in my opinion. 245. They started off good with the 2099 stuff. The first four things were Spidey. Actually, 5, I think. Spidey, X-Men, Punisher, Ravage, which I believe was one. Ravage 2099, I believe, was Stan Lee's last character he created for Marvel. And Doom. But they give Doom some memory loss, and he doesn't really remember his time in. He never knows that he existed in, I guess, the 90s. But 47, 48. 249. The Return of Evil. Mwah! Ross. I wonder if that's Alex Ross. Let's see. Luke Ross, writer. No, penciler, Luke Ross. Wonder if he's any relation to Alex. Son or something like that, I wonder. That's 250. Flashback. $234. 237. 36. 234. Going way over here. 201. 202. 203. All part of the Maximum Carnage saga. And then we got 207 here. And 208. A Hero Possessed, the Spectacular Spider-Man. Okay, let's see. $220, where the Scarlet Spider becomes Spider-Man. $235. There's $235. I think this is $238. Yeah. $239. $241. $251. So we're jumping all around here, as you can see. $259. $256. $257. And there's nothing in there. This is part of Identity Crisis. $258. $252. $253. $254. $255. Let's see. $230. $230. $231. 232. And probably 233. 233. So. Okay, so there we go. Another set of comics done. Spectacular Spider-Man. And there is Spider-Man. Okay, this is his prelude. Number 26. Oh, Sensational Spider-Man. Number 26. $14. Okay. I've got number 1 for Spider-Man. I thought this said Spectacular on it, but it doesn't. This is a famous cover by Todd McFarlane, I believe. So that's going to go over with another set of comics. 15. In the Badlands, I think. The Badlands have come to him. Oh. Double. Now, I think I said most of the time I'm giving doubles away, but since this one is unopened in the plastic, it came sealed, I'm going to be keeping this, and I'm going to also be keeping this one, that way I can, if I ever want to read it, read it. Read it, read it. I think that's why I ended up getting 2 copies of that. 16. 17. Oh, you're getting some buffering? Sorry to hear that. I'm not sure what I can do. Maybe try and refresh, see whether that helps. I'll give it a few seconds here. Chat when you come back. Say something when you come back from refresh if you're going to. So I've reset up for those that are still listening. I'll give it a minute. Give it till it says 42 here. I've got the campaign redone. Some ways there's parts are ahead, other parts aren't. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and get a video done. I got some audio that I did, and Evan was gonna clean it up, but I'm taking a bit long. Hopefully I can find the stuff that I need. Okay, so not quite 42 yet. Hopefully the buffering will be undone. Trying to talk. Okay, 42, so we're going on. 31. That's 26 there, so that was Rhino. Alright. 22. '23. These are all sensational Spider-Man. 24. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, ding-a-ling. 25. '33. Have you any Iron Patriot? No. That's because I'd stopped collecting before Civil War. I've read Civil War, but it was all online. There's 32. Osborn doing something magical. Flashback. The sensational Spider-Man. Number 0. Number 10. He's facing the Swarm. Was Osborn cured of the Iron Patriot? I'm not sure whether cured would be the right word. He took over things, and it's not that he was ill, to what my recollection, but he was taken out eventually. Showed that he wasn't quite. Oh, I keep forgetting to show these. That is 20. Whoever possesses the staff of Horus can destroy the world. '21. Technomancer. Is he still Goblin? During the whole Iron Patriot thing, I don't think he donned the Goblin persona. He probably could have, but, he's trying to show that he's a well man, that he's not losing it. I think eventually he did lose it, though, if I remember under the stress. It's been a while since I read that story arc. This is 8 or 9. 8. The looter, armed to the teeth. After onslaught, here comes the swarm. Four. Uh-oh, somebody's getting exposed. 5. Molten Man. The fiery fury of Molten Man. Special onslaught update inside. And that was number 6. So Far to Fall. Number 7. Numero uno. Media Blizzard. Part 1 of 3. Goes into the other ones. The Return of Kane, Part 2. Sensational Spider-Man. Number 2. The Secret of the Skeleton. The Web of Carnage, Part 1. And that is number 3. Number 27. Identity Crisis. He's about to become the Hornet. $27.28. And never cross paths with the Black Cat. That's 29. And this is 30. Call My Killer Arcade. Featuring the feral feline, the Black Cat. Okay, so that is Sensational Spider-Man. I think that's all of them, actually, in that run. Well, maybe, there might have been more afterwards, but I didn't get them because I had stopped collecting. So, put that on top. And then we'll put that on top of what we just did. Okay, and I'm going to put those 2 series in the bin. Although we've got the Amazing Spider-Man left to go. Actually, I'm going to put Spider-Man in with Spider-Man. There, it's in there. What's the difference with sensational? Nothing. It's this. Whether you have a spectacular, amazing web of Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, it's usually just a different comic book. It's the same guy, no difference. Just different writers and artists usually. Sometimes they cross. Sometimes they cross the books, but other than that, unless you have something like, Ultimate Spider-Man, where it's a completely different universe, or basically it's just another way of getting money out of you, ultimately. It's just an adverb, like, he's the sensational Spider-Man. I think you get what I'm saying. Can't say I won't do it if I can think of a way, Well, in some ways I have. There might be later on. starting off, you got the Canadian Shield comic book. Later on, you might have the Courageous Canadian Shield. I have Insecto. I might end up having the High Flying Insecto. How do you know which Spidey is? Well, usually they tell you. Nowadays, I'm not sure whether there is. Well, I think it might be a bit harder, but Amazing, Spectacular, Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man were usually always the main continuity. Unless they stopped them for a time. Okay, so this is 441. It's like, you'll see in Superman, when we get to DC, there's Action Comics, Adventures of Superman, Superman Man of Steel, and a couple others. Or one other. There was for quite some time. But, just Superman. They're all the same continuity. Sometimes the books have their own storyline. Sometimes they have ones that intersect. Like, I'll show you one we come across here. One here. Okay, so 441, 500. $34. I think they might have restarted. So I think this is a different thing because books end and start. I'm gonna put it aside at the moment. Like, okay, 438. Oh, 429. 436. 437. How many books usually in a continuity? Well, because Spider-Man and Superman are big characters, there can be one or there can be two or three. But bigger names usually get more books. Because Spider-Man sells more, so they'll try and put up more books for continuity, or just books that aren't even having to do with the continuity. Just books to sell books. What's another way to say? Take Captain America. I don't think he's ever had any more than one book going at a time, at least for continuity. For 30. $431. Carnage taking over the Silver Surfer. Okay, here's one. See, this is part 2. It started in a different book, The Spider Hunt. And they did again. It's so now. If I was just collecting the Amazing Spider-Man, now I have to go get book 1 if I want the first part of the story. Thus, they make more money because I bought another book. And maybe I'll now read that book as well, so they get me, hopefully, hooked on buying 2 books a month. If saying I'm only buying this one for a month. Anyways, this is 432. And if there's a part 3, again, if it's in another book, same thing. Ultimately, it's about the green. 433. Versing the owl. 435 is about to become Ricochet. Okay, so this is here. This is a specialized one too. This isn't in the main continuity. You know, you might think it is, but as far as I know, it's not, because this is actually a strictly Canadian book, I think. Because, you know, the Edmonton Oilers, and then they have 2 here. Double Trouble again. I think it had to do something with Canada. And then you've got number 3 here. You've got to be in Toronto because of the Toronto Blue Jays. Here's one that they just did, The Amazing Spider-Man. It's to get kids to read. Not part of the main continuity. Here's another one of those specialty ones that I said for Canada. I think it's a limited series. This is number 5. Dealing with the Montreal Expos. Or number 4. The Calgary Stampede. Okay, 417. Okay, let's wait. That's 417. Way back here. Okay, this, I think, a 21 giant size issue of the Amazing. Oh, giant size annual. So this is annual 21. Another annual from 96. Another one of those. 509. Tangled in his webs. No. Flashback issue 428. Four 39. 37, 38, 39. 440. Maximum Carnage. See, this was a book that crossed over. It crossed over like 4 or 5 titles. They bring out a new one just to start it off with, called Unlimited Spider-Man, which basically came out 4 times a year. You know, when there's a 5th week in a month, or a 5th Wednesday or whatever. And there you go. That's 380 and 378. So I'm missing 379 there. But I think you get the idea anyways. So I should stop spouting off about that. Number 97 annual. But if you got any other questions, feel free to ask. Or do you want me to keep spouting off about that? So I did that right. 427. Doc Ock looks a little mad. Wonder what Spidey did this time. Oh, probably spoiled his plans. 406. 406. But yeah, if you're probably going to a comic shop on a weekly basis or something like that, you know what's what. Or you figure it out fairly fast. 407. 408. 410. 418. But here, look at this. I have got 1, 2, 3 of these Canadian ones. 2 books to give away. 2 books to give away. The Amazing Spider-Man Annual with Ant-Man. #1. So we'll put that there. I don't know what that's 2. This is 33, so that goes with that one. Up there, I think they stopped the numbers shortly after 500. Or they restarted, I'm not sure. Issue 400. Supposed to be the death of Aunt May. So I've got issue 400 and 500. Although I don't have all the comics in between. I probably did at one point, but messed it up somehow. 421. Sorry, I didn't show you that last one. 422. 423. He's versing Electro. 424. 425. 4. And that is the cover of something that needs to be so this is that. Now, because I think these were a restart at some point, I'm going to put these at the back of the pile because these are like $2.25 per issue compared to Alright, give me a sec. Oh, maybe not. These are four Canadian books. $2.99. So I think somewhere in the middle of that pile that you just saw, they stirred it and restirred it. Oh, here it says in the bottom corner, 474 and 475. So I can actually put these in the middle of here. Well, let's see. We'll just put them right in the back. Because that's where they go. Under, just had to lift up 2 comic books, technically. Okay, so put all the annuals on top. One, this one, and 96 comes before 97. There, we'll put a flashback on top, go somewhere in the middle. We'll put this reading one just on the top. And let's see, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Straggler. Yeah, that's. So that is all of Spidey done. Well, unless you count Spidey 2099, which I'm not. So tomorrow I'm probably going to do a stream working on at night, working on the books. Not the books. Probably start about 8. Working on the commissions. I'll get Dillard's van done, finally. So, here we go. Okay, so this is, I believe, well, 2099's World of Doom special. It's a one-shot. 2099 AD after Doom. Yes, just a one-shot. 2099 AD Apocalypse one-shot. 2099 AD Genesis one-shot. So World of 2099 World of Tomorrow. That's 8. Manifest Destiny, another one-shot. So we got number 1 here. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6 and number 7. And number 8. So we have, that's all of those. We have all of those. I could have sworn we had all of these, but I don't think we do at this point because we have less than 10 here. This is 9. For 2099 Unlimited, number 10. We got number 8. Number 7. And number 6. So we're missing, 2 to 5. Once we get things started, going, there's this 2009 Limited. It came out before an ash can, really. There's an original type ash can with a little special cover. It's got a little bit of story in it. It's a thicker one, I think. So X Nation 2099. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. I think that's 6, and I think that's all of those too. I could be wrong. There could be more, but I do have them in a row. So now we have Fantastic Four 2099. Issue 1. Issue 2. Issue 3. They don't look much different than the originals. The story, I didn't really like the Fantastic Four 2099. They kept the 4 original characters, which made no sense. They somehow time traveled into the future and couldn't get back or whatever. I forget exactly. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. And number 8. So that's all of those. Oh, nice. Why'd you erase your nice message? It was a nice message. Ghost Rider 2099. Number 12. Number 13. Number 22. Number 23. $14. I didn't mind Ghost Rider 2099. I thought it was pretty good. $15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. What happened to like my first 11. I must have done something. 24 and 25. I think it only made it to 25. I'm missing the first 11, and I know I got one. So I might have another box of comics around somewhere. I guess we'll do Punisher next. Punisher 2099, number 1. Number 27. Number 24. Number 25. They did cover similar to this for all the 25 issues, at least for the original ones that came out. As you saw, Ghost Rider 25 did not get a special cover. '17, 18, 19, 20. Are you like seeing all these covers, or is it going too slow that way for you? 21, Son of Punisher, 2099. But it's, Punisher 2099. 22. 23. Punisher 2099 AD, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So there's 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. This might have been the last one, too. I don't know. We'll find out as we go through. 26. That's only one over. This one. 10. 11. 12. 13, they were sort of introducing Thor's characters, although they never did really do Thor 2099 in the 13. 14. Oh, you're getting on the bus, going to eat some omelets? Cool. The colors are cool. Oh, that's good. 15. Okay, 2. 3. 4. Do you think they did create a Daredevil 2099? I'm not sure. 5. 6. 7. This was. Am I missing like one cover of all these? 8. 9. So that brings us up to 10. Right now we're missing one. Number 1 out of all these. We're missing number 16. So, oh well. Well, if we find it, we find it. Okay, so I'm going to take what I've got here and put it in the bin. Oh, I have to punish it out. Because I think it clogged up the works. Whew. So 4 more piles. I know it should be the 2 smallest, but one that should be the smallest is, or bigger is smaller than it should be. So I gotta be missing a box or 2 of comics. I might have to check our locker downstairs eventually. So we'll do rabbits, I guess, next. Number 25. Number 1. I'm getting sorted out. It's getting sorted out nicely, yeah. 2, 3. This is probably their last character Stan Lee ever created for Marvel, too. Ravage. Now, I think they might have taken him somewhere where Stan didn't want eventually. I don't know. 4. 5. 21. 26. 27. 28. 29. How do I? I'm not sure whether I could accurately describe him, but he was a unique character, especially at the first of 2099. That's number 30. Then he became more real beastly. Let me show you. So there's what he looked like in issue 1. And by 25, they had him looking like that. Like I said, I don't know how to describe him as a character, especially since it's been so long. 31. You know, it's like Beast combined with the Hulk is what he became. 32. 33. With intelligence. Well, yeah, well, Beast combined with the Hulk. 19. 22. 20. 22. 23. 24. Okay, this is 5, right? Yeah. 6. 7. 8. I think this is where they do it, right here, with this issue, number 9. Hey, ATM Fall Off Boy! We are almost done, Marvel. We're just going through the 2099 stuff, and then we start into DC. I'm right now just showing off all the covers for, as I sort chronology, issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Issue 11. 12. 13. 14. 14, 15, 16, 17. And how are you, ATM? And 18. The whole series. Yay! We got a whole series. Are you going to sell any of those? No. I do have some doubles. A couple have triples. Okay, so X-Men 2099. 28. 8. 5. 6. And one without a cover. So let's see real quick. 9. 10. 11. 12. 29. 30. 13. Number 2. Number 3. Cover for number 4. Number 1. A one shot. Another one shot. Number 7. Skullfire is one of my favorite ones of them. Another. Oh, there's a cover. 14. Why do you have covers? Because they came off the books. This was back when I didn't take care of my comics carefully. Nowadays, I take care of them better. 31. Well, when I collect them, anyways. 32. So why do I have doubles? Because I bought something and didn't know I bought it somehow. 33. 34. 35. And that's the last issue of that. But you gotta still put them in order. So 15. 16. 17. $18. Another character I liked here was Mean Streak. I actually have some of the action figures for these guys too. Hey, Rick was gaming the system. I went 20. My name's not John. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. Okay, so I'm just going to put this cover to number 4 in here. And then we'll put these things on top. These special for X-Men 2099. I guess we'll do Spidey next. So 16. 42. 43. 46. Now you'll notice this vulture looks like another certain vulture. You clicked Mad TV magazines. No, I didn't. Although I think I do have a Mad magazine around somewhere. Unless I got rid of it, of course. Let's see. Number 5. Number 14. Annual number 1. There's number 7. Number 12. I would like to get all these again in proper good shape and take care of them. 27. 28. 29. 36. Venom 2099. That's 36. Here is 37. Yeah, you know, isn't that a copy of a cover? Amazing Fantasy number 15. 37. 38. 44. 45. As you can see, by the time I got to the later numbers, I did start taking care of stuff a little better. 40, 41, 38. So we're looking for 35. 11. 31. 32. 33. That's supposed to be, I believe, Doctor Strange 2099. She's just Strange 2099. 34. 39. 'They tried to do the same thing as 25, but not quite as spectacular. 30. 21. Yeah, at the time it was very much so. 22. 23. 26. And let's see which number this is. This is 50, so this goes there. I am missing a few issues as you put in the annual on top. I will get them all eventually again in decent shape. Well, actually, you're asking the question, was it very popular? I liked it. They've brought back at least Spider-Man for it and brought him back into the main continuity. And they're supposed to be doing some relaunch stuff of it too soon. Doom. 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 So it's gained a little bit of a following. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, this is Who does Doom fight? a lot of different people. Nobody probably that you'd know. There's 12. Oh, here's some of my ghostwriters. They got combined with Doom. I don't know how. So I'm gonna have to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I know you didn't get a look. There's the cover for Ghostwriter #1. When was 2099 canceled? Originally, back in the 90s, and I'm not sure why. That's probably the next question. And that actually completes my Ghostwriter 2099. I must have got my piles mixed up or something. When I get to the last issue of Doom, well, Doom here, I can give you a brief estimate. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what do we have in this one? 19. Yeah.
Coming in saying what?
They didn't have an Avengers 2099, Chad, unfortunately. Yeah, close the door, I don't want to. 21. 22. 23. 2. 3. 4. 'Okay, let's see. 2 copies. Guess what? There's going to be a giveaway at some point. I'm keeping the board at 1. 1. 34. 35. 37.
What happened to 36?
Got mixed in here somewhere. Hopefully. 38. 39. This might be the last one for you. 39. Well, there's 26. What's that? Oh, that's 23. There's 26. 27. 28. Doom becomes president of the world. You could sell copies. Yeah, I could. I'm not sure how much a Doom number 2099 number 1 would be worth. Most of the stuff that I've got, especially in the shape that it is, but that Doom looks like it's in pretty good shape. It might be worth a little bit, but I'd rather give it to you guys, somebody who wants it. You know, just slip it in, unaware. You guys are unaware that you're getting it, and just boom! You open up your package, and there's something unexpected. $29 June 2099. This is where he actually becomes president of the world in 2099. 30. 31. 32. 'Sort of. He is when he starts the series, but then he really, in my opinion, near the end of the series, becomes a bad guy ultimately. As he is. 33. 36. Somebody said something about 36 earlier. 35. 36. Do we have 37 now? Yeah. Oh, yeah. 42. 41. 40. This thing, yeah. 42. Okay. Okay, we're in 96, it says, when they were made, so they were ended around 96. 96 or 97. Here's 43. 44. 24. 25. 26. 25. Okay. Slowly getting this stuff sorted out. I got the cover from 20 here. 10 and 11. So except for 20, we've got them all. And that took up our 2 hours, folks. Well, not that we couldn't go longer, but, you know, it's a good place to end. Saturday we will start DC. We'll sort it all out into issue types. Superman, Batman, like all Batman will go together. Shadow of the Bat, Detect Comics. Turn me down, Mom. Superman, Action Comics, Man of Steel, all go in one pile. Although they might be big piles. Yeah, but I won't put Nightwing in with Batman or Detective. Or Robin. They'll be their own separate piles. Should probably put all the Justice League in with stuff. Impulse and Flash will be like two separate things. Put all Flash stuff. Flash. Yeah, I've got Batman independent stuff. There's going to be a lot. Like, guys, there is the DC pile. That's like double over. That's like double my Marvel. What do you think of that, ATM? Do you like that pile of DC comics? Who's locking? Who's locking up in their closet? My clothes. So yeah, it's coming together. I just hope it all fits in the next bin. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to spread it out into different bins. Because there's been some extra space the way that I've done it this time around. So it's going to be, that's going to be a feat, getting that pile done. I'm going to have to make sure everything's ready. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to start that Saturday afternoon. So I guess that's it for now. Thank you everybody for tuning in and staying with me for this time. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. And hopefully you'll be back for DC tomorrow evening. I'll be doing some commissions, finishing up Dillard's commission. For sure, getting it ready. And then, of course, I'm going to switch over to, I might wait a different day and tackle Evan's watercoloring of his thing. So I guess that's it for now. So we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful night. And we'll see you tomorrow for high noon.